Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Shuffle Podcast. This is episode 122. We're the Cooker Shuffle guys. I'm Joe.
And I'm Sarah.
And Dave is, as you guys know from last week, is not here. He is currently in Daytona, only a couple hours north of me, or a couple hours east of me, for spring break. He's getting probably fucked up right now, like real fucked up. Have you seen his stories?
We're not Snapchat friends. We're only friends on Instagram.
I'm trying to figure out if I guess they must have only been on Snapchat, but I'm like he and I don't Snapchat very often. Either way,
He would still show up.
Dave's been sharing some stories of him at the bar, and it's like a fuck ton of people.
Oh yeah,
like just a ridiculous amount. He sent a text to our family group chat the other day, and he just goes eating my veggies, and I like laughed. I don't remember. Let me pull it up really quick.
Eating my veggies.
He said eating my veggies. I gave it a thumbs up. My mom said just a question mark. Rachel, our sister, said what? And then Dave sent a picture of his food, which looks fucking delicious.
That's so good.
Yeah,
probably not clear the week.
Yeah. My mom said, "Wow, what a plate!" And Dave said, "This is the best chicken I've ever had."
So fun.
And then yesterday he sent us another picture. He had like I don't know what this is, a pulled pork sandwich. Oh, barbecue brisket sandwich. Kids eating fucking
good.
Yeah. But like the eating my veggies text was just like so out of the blue. Nobody texted the group chat and been like, "Dave, how you doing? How's Daytona? You having fun?" He just texts eating my veggies.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was great. But it looks like he's having fun, so I'm happy for him.
Good.
Yeah.
I feel like all he does is work. So like
that's true. He needed this.
Go have fun, Dave.
I FaceTimed him the other day, right after I got the tattoo, which I guess I'll talk about in just a second here. I FaceTimed him to show him the new tattoo, and he was like, "Joe, I can't hear you. We just got to the club. It's really loud." And it was fucking loud. I was like, I just want to show you the tattoo, Dave. He showed him.
We should FaceTime for trivia.
Oh my God. I'll shoot him a text really quick.
No, make it be a surprise. He'll answer.
Okay. But he was like, "Oh, send me a picture." And I was like, okay. He never responded to the picture I sent him. But before I get to the tattoo, happy St. Patrick's Day, Sarah.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, Joe.
I like your green.
I like your green.
Thank you. I'm wearing the same shirt that I wore last week, just unbuttoned and with a shirt underneath. I bought Guinness today in honor of St. Patrick's Day.
Wow.
So I guess this is my how's that drink segment. It's the nitro cold brew coffee that I've heard a lot about, but I've never had it before. It's very coffee-y.
Yeah, I could not drink that with all the caffeine.
Yeah, it's very coffee, like very much coffee. Coffee-y.
Coffee-y.
I don't hate it, but like if you like black coffee, you're gonna love that drink. If you don't love black coffee, which is me, it's all right, but like I've got that aftertaste of coffee in my mouth.
Yeah, I love that. I love the taste of coffee. It's why,
so do I.
Even though I can't have caffeine, I drink decaf coffee because I just genuinely like the taste of coffee. Yeah. So I feel like if that didn't have caffeine in it, I would like it.
Yeah, I just don't like black coffee. I like cream and sugar in my coffee, and this does not have cream and sugar. It's got alcohol. It's got alcohol in my coffee. I don't know how much caffeine it had. Like, I'm not seeing any
nitro cold brew.
Well, yeah, but I'm not seeing anything about caffeine in here.
There has to be caffeine in that.
I mean, you'd think it literally says beer with coffee.
Oh my God.
What?
I'm doing really well in my March Madness bracket.
I was watching that today at the bar, which is what I'm going to get to here in a second.
Yeah.
I went to, I thought they were having like my neighborhood or my community was having a block party because I saw like signs up everywhere for St. Patrick's Day. Come to find out that the fucking block party isn't until this weekend.
Oh.
So I'm like, I fucking work Saturday. I can't go to the block party. So I went to the local brewery.
Those are so
and I got there at 1:30 this afternoon. I went with the dog. And I was like one of 3 parties there. Or one of the other people there was my manager from work.
Uh,
And like a brand new manager too. Like I get there and I like saw him, but I didn't like acknowledge him. But I was sitting at the table right next to him. And so like he like walks by and is like petting the dog. And I look up and I'm like, oh hey, like how's it going? I'm like pretending like I hadn't seen him this whole time, even though I was sitting right fucking next to him. And he was like, Joe, how's it going? And I was like, oh, just hanging out. Happy St. Patrick's Day. It was like weird because like we haven't had very many conversations at work.
yeah.
So like he doesn't know a lot about me, and here I am just like drinking some ciders with my dog next to him. But it was nice. We had some fun. And then it started getting like really crowded at the bar, and then Shannon and I left. She got there at like 5-ish or something. We left around 8 o'clock. It was a lot of fun. They had a live performer. They had a food truck.
That's so cool.
It was a lot of fun, and I had a lot to drink.
I worked today.
That's awful. But you had a party, right?
Yeah. So we own a like Irish pub as one of our like locations.
Mhm.
So, like pre-COVID times, like the office employees in the afternoon would go to the restaurant. But this year we did like an in-office party, and I actually had to plan like a whole little scavenger hunt throughout the
Ooh.
office for everybody.
Yeah.
So it was just like t-shirts that were hidden around the office, and I like sent out this poem and like clues as to like where the t-shirts were, and
Mhm.
everybody in the office like got up and went and looked for them. And then our office actually has a bar in it, like in our like
What?
yeah, there's like a full bar in our office, and it's just
Can I have a job?
it's like fully stocked, like hard alcohol, beer, wine, seltzers, just like all of the time.
Yeah.
And so we had like a little St. Pat's party from like 3 till the end of the day.
That's really cool.
Yeah, it is pretty cool. Like our holiday party, it's like super easy because like the bar is just there.
Yeah,
We had
that's
like
awesome.
we had like a Valentine's Day party, and just like the bar is just there.
Mm-hmm.
It's really nice. So yeah.
Pretty cool.
And then I came home and did some adult things,
Lame.
Yeah. But I was out really late last night, so I feel like I celebrated St. Pat's like coming into today.
Yeah. Did you happen to watch any of last week's episode?
So I started to listen to some of it, and then I had to take phone calls for work all day.
Yeah.
I didn't come back to it.
So Dave was, spoilers, for those of you who may want to listen in for Sarah. Dave was talking about his like upcoming, spring break that he's currently on, and how he was like, I think I'm gonna like take it kind of easy and like chill out a little bit with the drinking. And I was like, I'm a little shocked, Dave, because I was fully expecting for you to like come back with 7 stories of how you blacked out 7 nights in a row. But I guess he's taking it pretty easy. So Dave may not have anything crazy to tell us when he gets back. Even although I feel like for St. Patrick's Day, Dave is gonna get pretty fucked up tonight.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's just the nature of the day in itself.
You have to drink, especially if you're Irish, which we are. Like, you have to get fucked.
Yeah.
So good for him. I hope he's enjoying it.
Yeah. So in my memories, like my Snap memories and everything, it's been 2018, 19, 20, so 4 years since I had a black eye on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh my God. What happened?
You have never heard this story?
Not that I recall. I'm sure once you start telling it up, you've probably told me before.
I was in Florida for spring break, my sophomore year. Was it pre-Disney? I guess so, because it was 2018. So it was pre-Disney. So I went on spring break with my roommates, and I was wearing my non-prescription sunglasses, and I walked into a pole, and I hit my head so hard. I had a bump that was like this big off of my forehead. My whole eye swole up. It turned black, and my eye was like the inside of my eye was like bleeding.
Ew.
I had this black eye for 63 days, and we flew home on St. Patrick's Day. So I'm getting all of these like dirty looks in the airport of like this, like it was like I had a black eye.
Yeah.
A black eye. And I was so nervous to fly because I was like, what if something happens with like all of the pressure in my eye?
Oh my God.
And we land, and my roommate looks at me and she goes, I couldn't have told you this before we took off, but I was genuinely nervous something was going to happen to your eye. So I said a prayer before we took off. But I had on St.
What the fuck did you guys think was gonna happen?
I don't know, like the swelling or something. I was nervous.
Okay.
Let me see if I can quickly find a picture.
Yeah. I remember
That's
you saying
like
that you've had a black eye before. I don't remember like the whole story about St. Patrick's Day and how it was involved.
Yeah, and then I managed my baseball team in college, and
Right.
that month was the White Ribbon Campaign game, which is like you're playing against and like standing up to domestic violence. And I had to like run this whole campaign, and I went over to the opposing team that day to give them their like pieces of paper to like write why they stand up against domestic violence. And one of the smart ass players was like, "Are they playing for you?"
Wow.
And I was like, "No." And I walked away.
It's fucking shitty.
Isn't that shitty?
Yeah.
Let me see. 2018.
So that must have been like right after I started working down here.
Yeah, it was March 2018.
Yeah, I started working in Disney in February 2018.
And then I worked there in August 2018.
Crazy.
Wait, so it was really that quick after you? So you had been through what, 2 CP groups since then?
No, you were the second CP group.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
All right.
Did you find it?
Well, I'll take you through the process.
Oh boy.
I'm trying to find so here's a picture. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell of how big the bump on my head was.
I can see a bump, that's for sure.
So that was like right after it happened.
Okay.
All right, I'm just going to have to, I guess, brave the fact that some of these pictures I'm going to have my glasses off in. Then my eye started to like swell shut.
It's not that bad.
Then I went to Disney the next day with a full on, like it was starting to like the top of my eye was starting to bruise. Like that's not eyeshadow, that's the bruise. Okay. And then this is what it looked like when I woke up the next morning.
Getting better.
And then it looked like this.
Mm-hmm.
Then I just, oh no. It like straight up looked like this for 63 days.
So last time you mentioned your black eye on the podcast, I mentioned that I had 2 black eyes at the same time.
Right.
Yeah. And so you say like yours almost like was swollen shut. Mine did. Both of mine were swollen shut at one point. I woke up one morning and could not open my eyes.
Oh my God.
Literally. And I was in the 4th fucking grade. The 4th grade, Sarah.
Do you see the blood like starting?
Yeah. Oh, I see it.
Yeah, it went like all the way to the color part of my eye.
Yeah.
I like walked into every class and everyone was like, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And like this one professor like didn't notice until she called on me to answer a question. And it's like mid-class in front of the whole class. And she goes, "What the hell happened to your eye?" And I was like, I was so embarrassed.
Yeah. I had
But like
2
that's
of them
like
in the 4th
what
grade.
I associate St. Patrick's Day with.
It's a good association right there.
Black eye.
Yeah.
I mean, there could be worse things.
There could be many worse things.
And this one's kind of funny. So, like, there's a picture of me sitting on fucking.
What were you doing that you walked clean into this pole?
So, I was wearing sunglasses that didn't have my prescription in them. So,
Right.
I couldn't really see. And my one roommate was standing on my right side. And I was looking at her, having a conversation with her. And I just didn't see anything out of my peripheral and, like, clean into the pole. Like my head like ricocheted off of this pole. We like walked past it like after. And one of them went, "Oh my God, like you can see the dent that your head made in the pole."
That made me think of I was watching a TikTok the other day. This guy who like wears like one of those like unicorn masks on a regular
Uh-huh.
basis. He like was like running in the video and just runs clean into this wooden post and just absolutely fucks his face up. Like black and blue on the whole side of his face. You could see like the
Oh,
line from the corner of the post. It was intense. And I was just like, damn, that fucking and he was like full speed running at this thing and just couldn't see it because the mask was on his face. It was wild. Hilarious
honestly,
video, but you see that like the aftermath and his face is so black and blue.
honestly, I had to say, like, it was funny having the black eye,
Mhm.
as well as like I didn't have to do like my makeup for like 2 whole months.
There you go.
Like I only had to do the one eye. It was actually nice. It was actually kind of nice. Not that I like wish that I
Not
would
that you
have,
want to do it again, yeah.
but like it's a funny story.
Oh god. Um, I had a what did I have? I guess I was gonna ask like what are you like your favorite like St. Patrick's Day like memories, but I guess that's you just
That's
told one of yours.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I mean, my family's also very Irish on
Yeah.
my mom's side. My great grandma is like right off the boat.
Right off the boat from Ireland.
Hmm. So my gram is like my gram and like Uncle Marty and everybody like hundo p
Yeah.
Irish. Like so my
And
one
that's
of
on whose side of the family is that?
my mother's
Okay.
mares, big mares. Um, so I actually really love St. Patrick's Day. I think it's such a fun
Oh,
day.
it's like one of my favorite holidays.
I love it. It's so fun. My Gram has an Irish soda bread recipe
Hmm.
that it's like that's Graham's recipe. Like it was passed down to her from her mom. And usually, I don't know if I actually have told this story. I might have because it happened a couple months ago. But when I was little, I would always help my grandma make it.
Oh, hold on. Dave is here, ladies and
Oh my
gentlemen.
God.
Dave is here. Let's fucking see where this is about to go. Dave! He's got to connect his audio.
We can't hear
We
you.
can't- Hello? We can't hear you, Dave.
It's connected.
Come on, Dave. Get it.
Can you
Dave?
hear me?
Yeah!
Let's go!
Look at him. Oh, God. Dave, happy
So
St.
right now,
Patrick's
let's
Day.
shout out the bar we're at. The bar we're at is Razzles, Razzles. I just spilled Bush Light on my arm, okay? Dave's drinking beer. Dave is drinking beer. I'm drinking beer. Okay, so let's get this straight. So that's the bar we're at tonight. It was free drinks from 8 to 10. Free beer from 8 to 10. Free beer, Bush Light, the lowest of the low.
Yeah.
Okay. You could go Coors or Bud Light. I'll drink Coors or Bud. But
Great.
I figured I'd pop in for a second. I can't hear you guys in the slightest
Yeah.
whatsoever. But hey Joe, hey Sarah. Wait, is Sarah here even?
Yeah. Sarah, say something because you'll pop up on his
Dave.
screen.
Dave.
Who is talking? Yeah. Oh, there's
Hi,
Sarah.
Dave.
Joe's talking. Hey, Sarah. If Sarah's talking, show flash on your screen. We're just gonna turn around and show you.
A lot of people.
Did Dave just think you were doing the podcast talking to yourself?
Yeah.
Figured I'd pop in and give you my little vibes that I got going on right now. Little is an understatement. Look at him. I have pizza sitting at the corner of a 7-Eleven, I think, right now. He tucked it behind the building so that he can eat it after we leave the club. Yeah, I couldn't bring it in, so I had to put it by a building. Yeah.
I hope it's still there, Dave. I hope it's still there.
He's not gonna hear you.
I didn't hear you.
I said,
I got a little sunburn, by the way.
yeah,
But-
yeah.
Since I can't hear you, that's my input. You guys enjoy the rest of the podcast.
Okay.
Sarah, enjoy New York. Joe,
Thank
enjoy
you.
an hour beneath me.
Yeah.
Joe, the weather is great. This is Will. Joe, look at your brother. Look at your
Damn.
brother right now.
I see him.
What's up? I'm sitting here holding a flashlight so you can see his face.
Oh my God, he has a flashlight.
I will
so
see you guys next Thursday on the next podcast.
All right. Happy St. Patrick's Day, Dave.
Peace out. Live life to the fullest. Spill.
That is the greatest moment in this podcast's history ever.
That was good.
That
was
is
so
gold.
good.
What are we, 30 minutes? Not even 30 minutes in? That's the clip of the podcast right
We
there.
should do more of that often.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh, that's too funny. What the fuck were we talking about? Oh, shit.
I was talking about my grandma. So like.
Oh, right.
the
Her sour
raisin
bread. Yeah.
Yeah.
Soda bread.
So my grandma would make it, and I would assist
Mhm.
and like supervise is what I was told I was doing.
Yeah.
So for the first time at like the beginning of this year, I got to make it, and Graham got to supervise.
Oh, you did tell this story, I think.
Yes, yeah. So like my grandma would always make so many on St. Patrick's Day
Mhm.
because she would give them to people, bring them to the church, have one for like each of our family members. So pretty cool now that I've like been passed the torch that I
Yeah,
can do.
that's awesome.
Yeah.
I don't really like, I love St. Patrick's Day, but I never really do a lot for it just because like
Mhm.
it always falls on a weird day where I'm like doing something else that I just can't like avoid.
Yeah.
But I think the biggest or the most memorable memory that I have from St. Patrick's Day is senior year of high school, St. Patrick's Day. So it would have been 2014. It was the first time, one of the first times, might have been the very first time I ever got drunk.
Oh.
Yeah. So like I was, God, how old would I be?
Was it at like a parade? Because
Yeah.
that was like a big
So like
deal.
Buffalo has
my
like
high
one of the
school.
biggest St. Patrick's Day parades. And I went with friends and they had Jello shots and we were drinking a whole variety. And I had my sister get me beers and I just like stored them in my backpack while we were at the parade. And I was just like, and it was like Bud Light. It tasted like dog shit. I fucking hated it. The Jello shots were okay. It was made with UV blue, which is, you know my story about UV blue. I fucking hate that shit. But we went to the St. Patrick's Day parade senior year, 2014, and I got drunk for the first time ever. And I was like, this is fucking, let's go.
The parade is like a big deal, like for the high school kids, like around me too. I went my senior year, and I was like, you think I could have just gone with like beer or something easy. I had like one of those reusable water bottles. I had a fucking vodka and orange juice in this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, who do I think?
I had my first sip of vodka during that parade in 2014.
Wow.
I had what was it? It was Fruit Loops vodka.
That stuff is so good. I actually had that.
So good.
I actually had that for the first time just like last October.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And I hate Fruit Loops, but this vodka tasted so good. Yeah. And I don't even remember who gave it to me. It was like some random, like not some random person I found, but like it was somebody that I wasn't with, but somebody that I was going to school with. So I knew them and they were like, here's what we're drinking. And like hands me this bottle and they're just like, have a sip of it. And I'm just like, wow.
Okay, wait. So I have a question. You said that was like the first time you drank. Were Sweet 16s like not a big thing by you guys?
No. So like we were like my friend group around that time when I was turning like 16 was very like we were not the popular kids, right? Like, look at me. But so like we would see like some of those people who would like go out and they'd like smoke or they'd drink, like they'd steal some beer from their parents' fridge or some liquor from their parents' liquor cabinet and shit like that. And they'd throw parties, right? Like that we didn't go to. Yeah. And my friend group at the time was like, like those people, like they're stupid. Like they're drinking underage. They're going to get themselves in trouble. and two, they need that alcohol or those like the weed to have a good time.
Mm.
And we were always like, fucking losers playing, fucking Just Dance 2017, 2014, not 2017, 20 fucking 14, at all of our parties. So like,
yeah,
drinking just like wasn't a thing within my friend group. It was never even like a thought of like, oh, I wish we could drink like all those other people. So it wasn't until senior year where I was like, we're going to St. Patty's Day. Like everybody's going to be fucking hammered there.
Yeah.
My friends are making Jello shots. I'm going to have some. So, and then from that moment on, I've become an alcoholic. So.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I do love alcohol though. And like, if I'm going to a party, there better be alcohol there. Otherwise it's not going to be as fun.
I mean, I'm definitely in that like same boat now.
Yeah.
At this age. But no, I would say the reason I asked was because like we would like pregame Sweet 16s.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just like, and like Sweet 16s weren't even like a big, like nobody really threw, like they had 16th birthday parties, but there was never really any like major parties for Sweet 16s.
No, like I went to so many like huge like candle lighting ceremony like Sweet 16s.
That's
like,
wild.
So many.
I think my 16th birthday was probably the biggest party of my friend group. Because that was like mine.
Oh, okay.
Because like I had the farm and everybody was like, oh, Joe, like you should have like a camp out on the farm, like have all of us sleep over in tents or something. And so I talked to my parents about it. And that was like the first time I ever had like friends stay overnight at my house.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, we had a big bonfire, everybody stayed in the camper and the tents, and it was so much fun.
Yeah.
So like that became a regular thing at my parties was everybody stayed the night, whether it be in their cars or in a tent or up in the house or whatever. But yeah, drinking didn't become a thing until senior year. And then once I went to college and we all started like coming back home for summer, that's when we'd be like pounding them back.
Now we're all real live adults.
Yeah. Now I drink every day. I literally went to the store today just to buy alcohol for St. Patrick's Day. I was like, I don't have anything left in my house and we have a podcast and I plan on getting drunk for the podcast tonight. So
I actually did walk myself down to the bodega to get seltzers for today, which I will note. That was like my first thing. I've gone to like other stores and things by myself, but like I'm venturing out by myself, you guys.
You're getting out there.
Yeah, all by myself. Like just came home, dropped my stuff off, and went to the bodega, which is literally across the street.
So you just walked, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I called the Lyft.
Hey, you never know.
No.
I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
What?
I see the article. I don't know if it was fake or not. I just kind of read the headline where it's like Uber and Lyft are now going to charge surcharges for gas prices.
I think I saw like something on Twitter about that, but I don't know like any details about it.
Yeah, I didn't read anything about it either, but I was like, that's dumb.
That's fucked. Like, I don't want to get political here, but the gas prices right now, motherfucking son of a bitch. I spent what? It had $63 on gas the other day.
Yeah, I didn't even fill my tank today. I just said $25.
That's what I think I'm gonna have to start doing that because like my car gets very good gas mileage, so like $25 will last me a while. But for some reason, I'm always just in the mindset of fill it all the way up. That's what I keep doing. I let it go all the way down and then I fill it all the way back up.
That's what I do. And especially now because like I'm driving in and out of the city, I drive a little bit more than I'm like used to.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
it sucks. Although I will say the Walmart by me that I stopped to get the alcohol today, $4.17 a gallon, which is
nice. Around the ones that I've been going to are like $4.19.
Yeah.
$4.22.
Before the other day when I filled up, I paid $4.23.
Yeah.
So it's going down a little bit.
A little, or like at least staying
close to the same. Yeah. Around $4.20.
When I was little, this was I remember it because it was like in 2008 when recession happened and gas prices were going up. I think I was in like the 4th grade in 2008. So I like obviously didn't know how to drive or like understand any of those concepts.
No, you're like fuck, the gas prices are so high.
Everybody was complaining about the gas prices being so high, and my little 4th grade brain was like, oh my gosh, it only costs you $3.89 to fill your tank. Like, that's really not that much money.
Now you're out here. I can only afford $25 of gas.
I know. I'm like, oh, I get it now. I get it. I can complain with the adults now too.
Yeah. Not sitting at the kids' table anymore.
Yeah. How annoying is that?
Oh man, I wish I was still sitting at the kids' table.
Right?
So obviously I mentioned the tattoo that I got.
Yeah.
This was on what day was it? The 14th, Monday. I got it. Today is Thursday, the 17th, of course. So I got good old Saturn tattooed on my arm. And I have to say, the artist did a fantastic job, because if you look at a picture of Saturn, it has no color. Saturn is just a very like skin tone color planet. Looks like shit, but it's my favorite planet. And I was like, can you please do your best to brighten up like all of the colors, like do anything possible. So this is more what Saturn looks like if you look at like infrared or like ultraviolet lights. Or like pictures of it, which is totally fine with me because it looks fucking great. And it took, like I mentioned earlier, Sarah, it took like 3 hours that I was on the table or on the chair for this thing. And that was my longest tattoo. And I was doing fine for a while. Like no pain, no numbness in the arm.
Yeah.
And then I think she must have I was laying fully back. It shook my whole computer. I was laying all the way back. And I had my arm out on the table, and like it was like dangling like down like that.
Also, like this part of your hand.
Yeah, and then I think she like rotated it a little bit further to like get the back, like the rings back here. And when she did that, I just like from the elbow down felt nothing. It was just getting more numb. And then I was getting serious pain in my elbow. And I was just like, anytime she went away to get more color, I literally would like pick my arm up and just be like, okay, back down, here we go. It was so bad. By the end of it, she had finished up, and she was like, okay, like get up, take a look at it in the mirror, like let me know if you want anything else. And I like wanted her to add like some like black shading around the outside and in between the rings to like make it look like it's in outer space and like get ready for like the rest of the sleeve. And I looked at it and I was like, God, that shading's probably going to take another 30 minutes at least. And I was like, looks perfect to me. I love it. Thank you so much. And like, I am happy with it. I think it does look perfect, but like, I could not have sat there for even a minute longer. I was like ready to start crying.
I don't know how you sat there for 3 hours. None of mine have taken that long. Granted, I have 4.
Yeah.
4 very tiny tattoos. I think all of mine, I think the one on my side, because that one has color in it,
Took the
but
longest.
still, it's only like this big.
Yeah.
I think it maybe took 45 minutes.
Yeah, this one is the longest I've had. It's my 6th tattoo. It took 3 hours. All the other ones were sub 1 hour.
Yeah. This one on my wrist was like maybe 15 minutes.
Yeah, same with like this one right here. Literally, I was in the chair for 10 minutes.
Yeah, this one I think maybe took 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And the one on my ankle hurt so bad.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really good. The line work is really clean. I'm really happy with it. And like I feel like I love that one. It has a lot of meaning to me.
Yeah.
They all 4 of mine do, but I just love that one because I think it's so cool. It's like the area codes of where I've lived. But it hurts so bad every time she would wipe. I was like, what are we wiping for?
Stop wiping!
I'm like, I'm going to have no skin left by the time you're done wiping.
Yeah.
But again, I think that one maybe took like 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like 15 hours because she would like really get in there and wipe. But
see, I think that's how this one, like this one didn't hurt that bad until she got like back here. Cause like all the rings are colored too. Yeah. And so like back here, she was just like, just close enough to the back of my arm where I was like, oh God, like, can you finish that up fast? But because the rings are so tiny, you know, she's just like, just like, please.
Yeah, that's what makes me nervous for my next one because it's gonna be like on a bony part of my
arm.
I remember what all of them feel like, except the one on my side. And that one's like pretty far up. Like,
You just blacked out for it.
I think. I don't know. This one felt like it was just I was getting burned. Is what this one felt like.
Shannon was sitting with me for this one, and she goes, "How are you not like reacting at all?" I go, "Because no." She was just like watching it happen, and she goes, "How are you not reacting?" I'm like, "Because I like this is my sixth tattoo, and it's in a spot that like isn't really painful. Like on the bicep is not a very painful spot to get a tattoo at all."
Yeah, mine in here didn't bother me. This one I also think I blacked out for.
Yeah,
but
I'm like, I don't feel any pain until it gets to the back of the arm, and of course that's where like the ring ends, and that's like where it got me. But I'm like, it was, it's just fine to sit there. When they do the shading, it's a little uncomfortable, but it's not.
I think if I remember, I think I enjoyed the shading. I don't know. I mean, it was one color. It wasn't like they really were.
Yeah. She was going, as you can see, going in with all the colors in this one.
Yeah, so they had to do like a gradient.
Yeah.
Mine is like one color.
Yeah, so like they just go through one time, whereas she like goes in and then goes in with another color on the same spot that she just ripped all my skin off. And I'm just like, fuck! Like, please, God, end it now. But I am ready for the next one. And I just like, I know that if I want to get Jupiter back here, that I'm going to need some serious medication. Because this is going to be so bad. Like, this is just a sensitive part of the arm.
Tender.
Yeah, it's real tender.
Yeah. This one I like feel like isn't going to hurt that bad. But then I'm like, I got some nice bones right here. But again, it's going to be quite small. So it'll probably take like.
Yeah, that's true.
So I don't have too much to worry about there.
Oh, I crumpled that piece of paper.
Oh, it's not fun. I didn't write it down. There was something that happened the other day that I wanted to talk about on the podcast.
I haven't had anything interesting happen to me.
No, it's for the most part, it's been a boring week, which is why I like wanted to write this thing down. This isn't it, but this is a story that I find pretty interesting. It shows really gives an example of my addiction to certain things. Like I'm not a very addictive person. Like I don't have that personality at all. But when it comes to things, for example, fast food, which is what the story's about, I'm very, very addicted to fast food. Yeah. So right after I got the tattoo, Shannon that same day was getting her second holes done in her ears. And so she took my car from the shop, drove all the way down 192 to the other shop to get her ears pierced. Came back, picked me up, and we went to Burger King for her. And then I was like, I want Checkers, which Sarah, you've heard me talk about Checkers on the podcast before and how much I love it. And so there's a Checkers right across the street from where I was getting the tattoo. And I was like, I'm getting Checkers. We drive over there to drive-through only. Drive-through's closed. So I'm like, okay, well, maybe let me go around front, see like maybe they have the front open for walk-up. Go around front, and on the window for walk-up, it says drive-through only. I'm like, these motherfuckers are closed, and I'm not happy. It wasn't like it was super late too. It was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and I was like, you're fucking closed for dinner time?
Yeah.
So I was like,
maybe staffing thing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Shannon had already gotten her Burger King, so like she's happy. She's satisfied. I don't have food, and I just had 3 hours of a fucking needle in my arm. So like, I need food. So I literally am like, fuck this. And she goes, why don't you just get McDonald's? I'm like, because I don't fucking want McDonald's. I want Checkers. I literally freaked out because I was craving Checkers and they weren't open. So I look it up on my phone. The nearest Checkers was 21 minutes away. And I, without hesitation, clicked it on the map and I was like, we're driving 20 minutes out of the way, the opposite direction of home, just to get Checkers.
You're insane.
Yeah, I was because I just like
irrational.
Yeah, at that point I was committed to Checkers. And then I get there and I order the fucking Baconzilla burger, which is, a burger with bacon on it.
Yeah.
And then they were like, do you want it? What?
Did they put cheese on it?
Well, I said no cheese. But they were like, do you want a double or a triple? And I was like, you know what? I'm fucking hungry. I just had a needle in my arm. Give me a triple. And I was like, but no cheese. And they were like, all right, sounds good. Yada, yada, yada. Here's all your other stuff. go ahead. And as I'm like pulling away, she goes, oh, wait, did you mean no cheese slices or no cheese sauce? Because they put both on the burger. Because like the cheese sauce is like, it's not just cheese, but it's also like there's like a mayo sort of like a Chipotle thing. I don't even know what it is, but it's like that secret sauce that every restaurant has. Now I want Chipotle. Yeah.
And I just ate dinner, but
I'm gonna go on DoorDash really quick.
I love Chipotle.
Yeah, it's so fucking good. I got a notification today from Chipotle that was like, use your rewards to get a free drink, and I'm like, wow.
Okay, I want to see any more rewards I have. Sorry, I keep telling you.
Okay, so she was like, do you mean no cheese slices or no cheese sauce? And I, sorry, I'm really close to the mic. Being the idiot that I am, just go, oh, well, like, I still want the sauce because the sauce does have cheese in it, but it's still good. So I was like, just no cheese slices. And I get the burger and it's all correct. No cheese slices. And I take a bite out of it and I see the cheese sauce and it's just straight up like nacho cheese on this burger. And I'm like, I like nacho cheese with nachos, not with my burger. And so like, I'm like struggling to eat because like nacho cheese is very salty. I don't know how much you've had nacho cheese before.
Yes.
So it's just like really gooey, salty cheese. And I'm just like, oh God, this is like not my favorite.
The pretzel cheese.
Yeah. I finished it and I was content. I enjoyed it, but like I was not the happiest I could have been after Chip to Checkers that took 20 minutes extra time out of my day.
It just wasn't what you wanted.
No, it wasn't. I should have said no cheese sauce as well, but I wasn't thinking, and I didn't want to inconvenience her any more than I already had. So, and they were out of, I wanted a Pib. They were out of Pib. So I had to get a root beer.
Root beer's good though.
I love root beer. It's my favorite pop. But I didn't want a root beer. I wanted a Pib.
Yeah.
It's like, in that moment where you want a root beer, but they say Dr. Pepper. And I go, all right, fine. It's not what I want, but I'll drink it. This time I wanted Dr. Pepper. They only had root beer. Devastating.
Devastating.
I was.
Look at the size of this water.
Yeah, I see it. What the fuck?
It's 50.7 fluid ounces.
Have you seen the guy on TikTok that reviews like local like grocery or drugstores water selections?
No, I gave up TikTok for Lent.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. This guy, I don't know. It had to have been on TikTok. This guy I saw him like go into a Walgreens. And right. So like me working at a Walgreens, I know the water selection for the most part that they have. He goes in and he goes, hey guys, like, welcome back. Like, I'm going to like show you the water, like show you your best option for water at Walgreens. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, welcome back. How many fucking stores does this guy go to for this shit? And so like here, I thought he's going to go in, he's going to buy a bottle of each type of water, spend, way too much money on water, and then try all of them and tell them what's the best tasting. He didn't do that. He just opened up the cooler or the fridge and points at every single one. He goes, I've had that one. And so he literally had tried every water already. I'm like, oh, this is a fucking series that I'm just jumping into the middle of right now.
Yeah.
And he gives us a review of like this water. So like when I was with this girl, Courtney, shout out, she used to buy that, what is that? It's got like the red plus on it. It's like pH balanced fucking water. And that was like the only water she would drink. We'd go to the store and she goes, I need this water. And I go, it's fucking water. It's all the same. And she goes, no, this water, like this is the water that I need.
Not all the same.
And I wanted to like save this video and like text it to her, but I was like, that's a little too far. I don't talk to this girl anymore. I'm not going to do that. So I like was watching the review and he gets to this water and he goes, basically tap water. Don't buy it. And I was like, fuck yeah, that's fucking right. I go, it's fucking tap water, you dumb bitch. So
I am a little bit of a water snob.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sound crazy and everybody thinks I'm nuts, but I have a lot of like a lot of things bother my stomach. Like
Yeah.
And I've always narrowed it down to like dairy.
Mm-hmm.
But recently there have been other things that are bothering my stomach, and I would try and like figure out what it was. I can't have filtered water because it bothers my stomach. So like Brita filtered water, it like really bothers my stomach. So I always buy like, this is just, I actually
Spring
really
water.
like this one. It's the Trader Joe's brand.
Mm-hmm.
I really like this one. I also can't have like refrigerated water. It has to be
Like room temperature.
or I can put ice in it. But the way
I can't drink cold water. Like I can only drink room temperature water.
The way cold water hits my stomach hurts so bad.
Yeah.
So I actually really like this one, and these ones last me a pretty, like I can get like 2 days out of one of these. So I buy these and I put them in my Nalgene. I am a big Poland Spring.
Oh, Poland Spring. Like I hate water, but Poland Springs slaps.
Here.
But my favorite water, Fiji water.
I like Fiji water. It's okay.
It's expensive though.
It is expensive. I do like Smart Water.
Smart water also was on the list of just, basically tap water.
Yeah, I do like Smart Water though. And then I like Life Water.
Mm-hmm.
That one's really good. But I also like distilled water, like just like plain distilled water.
Yeah.
I think that's good too. But
yeah, it was crazy to like watch this guy just like go through, and it wasn't just like one like shelf or something. It was like 2 refrigerators full of different types of water. And he was going through and he was like, you guys know this one, said it before, said it a million times. Basically tap water, don't buy it. It's garbage water. He got to Fiji and I was like, oh, please don't say Fiji. It's just fucking tap water. I fucking love the taste of Fiji water. And he was like, Fiji water, great brand. Definitely go with it if you're looking for Fiji water. I'm like, fuck yeah.
I hate Dasani. Like I'll
Everybody
drink
hates
it.
Dasani.
Like I'll drink it, but I'm like,
I don't really, again, not a big water guy. I don't get the seemingly recent hatred for Dasani. Like everyone just shits all over it.
Something, and I could be incorrect, but I remember this happening around the time I was in Florida. There was like clear parasites were like found in Dasani water, which I could be wrong, but I feel like I remember that like story kind of circulating.
Well, I mean, when the guy got to Dasani, he literally was like, he goes, you guys know this is straight up just like out of a fucking hose. Like this is just tap water. Like they're not doing anything. Coke isn't doing anything special. It is Coke, right? Or is it Pepsi?
Nestle?
Yeah, but who owns Nestle? I think it's Coke.
I think it is Coke.
Yeah. So he was like, they're not doing anything special. They're literally just bottling tap water and selling it to you. And I was like, yeah, I mean, straight up, but like tap water isn't bad all the time.
It depends on where you're getting your tap
really
water.
Depends on where you're from. If you get tap water in Florida, you might as well just kill yourself because it fucking tastes like dog shit. So like I go out of my, if I'm drinking water, I go out of my way to not get tap water.
Yeah. I thought of something interesting that happened.
Oh boy.
In the past 2 weeks.
What's up?
Actually, I don't want to tell the story because it might give away where I live, which I don't want to do. So sorry.
So you just wait a second. You just said you thought of something and you're going to say you're not going to tell the story.
Yeah.
Can you change locations to not give it away?
No. Sorry, I'm not telling that story. I'll tell you off the pod.
That's not the same. I don't want to hear the story anymore.
Cliffhanger.
What? You can change the location. Change a street name.
It has to do with my building.
Okay, change your building.
I don't want to talk about it.
You suck.
I know.
You're like, I thought of something. This is going to be a great story. You're like, actually, no.
And it's pretty funny. So maybe if let me think about it.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't really have anything. Not a lot has happened to me.
Oh God, you're killing me. I was hyped for a second there. I was like, this is gonna be a good story. Sarah's got good stories. And you're just like, actually, never mind.
Never mind. Sorry.
Just like it was in the same thought too.
It was.
I have a good
getting
story.
ready
Actually,
to
never
close
mind.
it.
It's not good.
Oh, but I hung up more things.
I see that. Yeah, I see the stuff on
And
the.
something over there. And I have 3 more things to hang up.
It's like disturbingly dark in your room.
Well, just this light is on. That is the only light that I have.
Do you have an overhead light?
Nope.
Wow. That sucks.
Yeah, and I mean it's dark outside now.
Well, yeah.
Because you know, if we did film at normal time, it would have still been light out. But you know, at 10 p.m.
Yeah. It's getting pretty dark.
Not too much light. Yeah, no, it's very dark. We don't have any overhead lights in the apartment, like not even in Jess's room or in the living room. We have like a bathroom light and like a kitchen area light, and that's it.
Were you were probably dead asleep when it came to daylight savings?
Last weekend, yeah.
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 What are your thoughts? I know you probably don't have any, but what are your thoughts on daylight savings?
So I actually do have some thoughts.
Okay.
I don't know if you saw that the Senate unanimously passed the Sunshine Act, which would mean we would never have to set our clocks back. Listen, I'm the first one to tell you that when it hits above 65 degrees and it stays out lighter longer, seasonal depression, gone. Like, does not exist. So I will be the first one to be like, I love when it stays light out.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. But I feel like it would be kind of strange if we no longer had this whole time thing happen.
So I don't know if you remember this, but this was like around the time that you were down here doing your college program. Mm-hmm. But I think just the state of Florida was considering passing a bill or a law that was like just Florida. And there are other states that don't recognize daylight savings, but like Florida was like, we're not going to do it anymore. So there would be a time difference, a time change. If you left Florida and went to any other state, there would be a time change. And it never went through. And so now they're doing it again. And this is for like nationwide, no more daylight savings. Now, I'm fully in support of this because I fucking hate the complication of having to, I shouldn't say that I hate the complication. I don't ever change my clocks ever because everybody
most technology does it.
Exactly. Now. And so I literally like at work the other day before daylight savings, they had put up like a piece of paper that was like, don't forget to set your clocks back. And I'm like, we are living in 2022. Everybody that has a clock that automatically sets itself back. Nobody has a fucking minute hand, hour hand clock that they need to, oh shit, go back at 3 a.m.
I will say though, most like appliances don't.
That's true. If you have like a microwave,
your car doesn't necessarily change.
The only thing I had to change was my car.
Yeah.
My phone, my computer, my fucking watch, my everything.
Leads me to the question, obviously they built into this technology to do this on certain days. How are they going to be able to go back on all of that?
I think they just go into the code and just delete that line. They just go, whoop, never mind.
But for everybody's like pre-existing devices?
Oh yeah, they just sent a quick
update. My laptop from 2015, if they pass this, won't change anymore?
Yes.
I think that is so interesting that it just knows to do that.
Yeah. So like, again, I'm fully like, I don't really give a shit if they change it or if they don't change it. Like if they keep switching times back and forth, here's what I want. If this bill passes and we don't have to do daylight savings anymore, I want it to go into effect after we've gone back 1 more hour.
Wait, so you like when it gets darker earlier?
Not necessarily. I just like when it goes back an hour in the middle of the night and I go, boom, I have an extra hour to stay awake and do whatever the fuck I want.
Yeah.
So like, that's what I
cool.
want.
I have seen it like switch and do that.
Yeah.
Before.
It's one of the most satisfying things, especially as somebody who stays up really late and is like, oh shit, I should go to bed. Like I work early tomorrow morning or I work, at 10 a.m. I have to wake up at 8. It's 2. Oh shit. Now it's 1.
So you would want it to like go into effect next year? when we
Yeah.
do this again.
Yes. Personally, I would like for it to go into effect the next time we go back 1 hour. But
No,
I would.
you want it to go ahead 1 hour.
Yeah, and I get the because we want that extra day, an extra
Yes.
hour of daylight.
But so you want it, but you want the chance to go back one more time. So then you want it to happen this time next year after we've gone ahead again.
No, I want it to happen halfway through the year.
No.
I want it to happen in 6 months when we go back 1 hour.
No.
And the days get shorter.
You do understand that it's called the Sunshine Act for the fact that it's because
It gives
they
us more sunshine, yeah.
Yes.
But if you think about it, just think about this for a second. It's not really giving us any more daylight.
I mean, no, it's
It's
just
the same amount of daylight. We've just shifted it 1 hour into the future.
because now it's dark.
And how do we, as human beings, get the right to change
I
how
know.
the world works and just be like, this hour between 2 and 3 doesn't fucking exist?
I know.
Just gone. Like, we're not fucking up our calendars that way over the course of the past several hundred years.
I don't know. I don't like
Shit's
thinking about
fucked.
these
Like,
things.
Benjamin Franklin invented this shit ages ago, right? So we've been going back and forth 1 hour. I guess it happens well, I guess it doesn't really mess up the calendars, does it?
No.
No.
Okay, soapbox, put it away.
Yeah. It's like, we're going back and forth an hour every 6 months. That's exact. It evens out perfectly.
Yeah.
So, okay. It just still doesn't make sense. Like, there's no need for it. And I get, like, Benjamin Franklin came up with daylight savings because farmers wanted time
yes.
to do
we
their
have done
crops. Yeah. So I get the reasoning behind it. However, if we just let the sun set when it's supposed to set based on the time that we've already created, like, time is a construct that man has made.
Stop. I hate doing this.
And we just decided to alter it a little bit more later on. But if we had just left it the way we first invented time, everything would be fine. Farmers would figure their shit out.
Yeah.
Because, like, our days, like, they're already getting longer, correct? Like, days get longer
Mm-hmm.
as we get towards summer.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just go, they're not getting longer fast enough. Go forward an hour.
Yeah.
Days are
I
longer.
like it this way.
I'm fine with it this way.
So
I just
that's
don't
why
get-
they want it to stay this way.
I support it. I just like to go back an hour because I get that extra hour. Like, it's just nice for me. But I'm fine with staying right now, the hour ahead.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I'm okay. I agree with the bill. I just don't get why we've been doing it for so long.
I don't know.
It just makes no sense. Like, why have we all agreed? And is this just our country, or is it everybody in the world?
I don't know. I think it's just America.
We're stupid. I'm sorry. Like,
I'm gonna Google it.
yeah. Do other countries practice daylight savings? And what's it called when we go back an hour? Is that daylight savings time still?
Yes.
It's just always called daylight savings. It's never like daylight spending.
No, it's not daylight spending. Okay. They choose to stay on I typed in, do other countries do daylight savings? And the answer is, they choose to stay on standard year-round time instead. Several overseas territories, including American Samoa, Guam, Northern Mariana Islands, Puerto Rico, and the U.S. Virgin Islands, also do not observe daylight
So
savings.
it's just the continental United States and
As
probably
well,
Hawaii.
and Arizona. It's Hawaii and Arizona are the two states.
They
that
don't observe it.
Yeah.
So it's just 48 of the 50 United States that observe daylight savings.
Yeah.
And
Why?
we've been doing it for how long now?
Okay, let me look.
Yeah, please do. Let's figure out how long we've been idiots for.
It says the mid 70s.
70s.
For
Like
16 months. Oh, okay, wait, listen to this. For 16 months in the mid 70s, Americans' clocks sprang forward and never fell back.
Oh yeah, so I have a coworker who is old, and he goes, they did this back in 76, and he goes, everybody supported it. Like, there was like 90% support nationwide of this bill,
Yeah.
And he goes, and then 6 months later, 20% support. He goes, so they went back to going back and forth. He goes, now they're supporting it again. Same shit's going to happen.
That is wild. It
I just
also
don't
started
get
in
it.
1918.
1918. So for the past 104 years, we have been going back and forth minus mid 70s, back and forth between an extra hour and one less hour.
But then listen to this. It says
Okay.
Germany was the first to adopt daylight savings times in 1916 during World War I as a way to conserve fuel. The rest of Europe followed soon after.
How are they conserving fuel?
I don't know. The United States, because if they made it darker earlier, they then couldn't fight. The United States did adopt daylight savings time in March of 1918. It was unpopular and abolished after World War I. So we've gone back and forth on the issue since
So many times.
So
Okay.
I think I feel better about this happening now because it's just going to go back and forth every 50 years.
Yeah, every 50 years, we're just going to change our minds. So, okay. The rest of the world doesn't do it.
Yeah.
We do it.
Yep.
So here's where my concern comes in now.
Mhm.
There are certain time zones that are ahead or behind us, depending on where you are in the world. If we are the only country changing our time every 6 months,
I don't know.
you get what I'm saying, right?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
So like Australia, for example, right? Australia is what, like a half day ahead of us?
Yeah, it's their morning right now.
Right. So and like that, a half day is a half day. 1 hour doesn't make a difference. So I should pick something closer, but I'm not going to. But like, let's just say, half day, 12 hours. So 12 hours ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
If it's the daylight savings time,
Mm-hmm.
and we've skipped forward an hour, they are now 11 hours ahead of us.
Mm-hmm.
And then we go back an hour and they're 12 again.
Yeah.
Like that's fucking shit up, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
I don't get. I don't know. I keep saying I get the point of like why we did it, because like farmers wanted time, even though they were getting more time anyways. But I also don't get the point of why we've been doing it for the past 104 years.
I don't fucking know.
It just seems like something that's useless. It's just a waste of our, for no pun intended, time. It's a waste of time. It's legitimately a waste of time to take 1 hour away from us every 6 months and then give it back to us.
Yeah, like fucks with your sleep schedule.
Yeah. Did you say circadian rhythm?
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thank you. I felt big brained with that.
Yeah,
one.
it was very, very big. I genuinely don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
It's a solid rant right there, and we never came to a solution.
No, the soapbox was brought back out.
Yeah.
Just that one.
Yeah, I also ran out of my drink, but there's the little plastic ball in here.
That's so neat.
Yeah, it releases nitrogen to make it, like how Guinness is like very foamy.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the little ball does. I will give this. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 10.
Wow.
Yeah, right in the middle.
Throat?
Yeah, it's again the aftertaste of the coffee. It's just like I feel like I have coffee breath now, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
But the drink itself is pretty tasty.
Mm-hmm.
So 5 out of 10. Yeah.
Good for the festivities.
Good for the festivities. Guinness because it's Irish Day, because it's St. Patrick's Day. It's good. Big fan.
Yeah.
I still don't know if there's caffeine. I believe there's caffeine. I wish it
that
would
was
say
what I was looking up.
if there's caffeine in it.
Mm-hmm. And then I looked at my fantasy team, and I got excited.
Oh yeah, I was watching at the brewery today. I was watching some of the college basketball, and I'm not a big basketball guy at all. I don't like basketball. But when it comes to March Madness, I love basketball.
Oh my God. St. Peter's beat Kentucky, and I fucking picked St. Peter's. They were the 15 seed over Kentucky, which was the 2.
Ooh.
You got to pick some upsets in the first round.
Oh, you have to pick upsets in the first round. There's
Because
always upsets.
you want to know what happened to me last year?
What happened?
Ohio State was number 1, and I picked them to win the whole thing, and these fuckers lost in the first round. I was like, this is a sick joke.
You got to pick some upsets.
So I picked some upsets. I only have 2 losses.
You know what I do? I only pick upsets.
I went kind of back and forth.
Which is smart. That's the way to do it. My way of doing it also never wins.
The whole thing is a crapshoot.
It is. You have it like knocks out 500,000 to over 1 million people in the first round.
I only have 2 wrong.
Damn.
It's pretty good.
We'll have to do another. We haven't done a bracket on this podcast, not for like March Madness, but like episode fucking 20, we did a bracket of like best vines, best cereal.
We should totally do one, or like rank them on that like website. Like you can pick like categories, so you could be like cereals, and you rate them in like tiers.
We'll have to do that.
That's really good. I've seen that in like YouTube videos.
Maybe next week when we have the whole crew back together.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sounds good to me.
What do you say? Want to go to trivia?
Yeah, I say we probably don't call Dave because he can't hear us.
Yeah, absolutely not. We didn't count last week, but I'll tell you what happened last week. Last week we both got it right. The answer was Statue of Liberty. I don't remember the question.
Okay, it was probably like, what did the France gift?
It was not what did the France give.
It wasn't.
No, first of all, it would be what did the French give?
Yeah.
But it was like what statue in New York City? You know, it's like obviously.
Okay. Lady Liberty herself.
Yeah. So we gave ourselves 2 points, but I wrote down doesn't count. So this week will also not count. Let me write that down because I'll forget. Doesn't count. Okay, here we go. Share screen. Look at me. I'm like Dave.
I know.
Figuring this shit out. Sarah, pick a number.
17.
Nice. That's the same number I picked last week. 3.
Really?
Yeah. 3, 6, 9, 12. 15, 16, 17. Which country is home to the colorful Rainbow Mountain?
What?
Country is home to the colorful Rainbow.
Oh my God, I'm glad you read it again because I was gonna say Utah.
You can see the screen too. You can read it again.
Yeah. I just wasn't listening.
Which country is home to the colorful Rainbow Mountain? I'm not confident at all in this. Rainbow Mountain.
I'm just gonna go with the first thing that came to my mind.
Yeah, that's what I did. I'm locked in.
All right, me too.
What'd you put?
Guam.
I put Chile.
Chile.
And the answer is Peru.
Peru. Okay, who's closer?
AKA something. It achieves its vibrant hues thanks to natural weathering, which has exposed mineral strips in the earth. Wow, geology. Guam or Chile, which is closer to Peru? You Googling that?
It's telling me I can't get directions from Guam to Peru. Directions are not available.
Let's go to a nice Google Earth.
Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. Look at the mountain, Joe.
Oh my God! Wow.
Oh my God, it's so cool.
Okay, can you see Google Earth on the screen?
I can. Yeah.
Okay, well, where the fuck am I right now?
Guam.
How crazy would it be if I zoomed out and it was like Rainbow Mountain? I'm in Beijing.
Does Guinness Nitro
Peru,
have
Chile, I border it. I think I win.
Oh,
Where's Guam?
I don't know.
Where the fuck is Guam?
Oh, there's no caffeine in that drink, Joe.
So there you go. You could try it.
I
It's
can
just,
have it.
it must be decaf coffee.
Well, it says it contains like 1.4 milligrams, which
That's like nothing. Yo, where the fuck is Guam?
it's up by Australia.
I'm sorry. What? Guam is not by Australia.
Yes, it is. It's up above Papua New Guinea.
Bold of you to assume I know where that is. Oh, wait.
It's right there. It's up. It's that little island to the right. No, you're going the wrong way. Right
Guam.
there. Yeah.
Look at this fucking Jesus Christ. It's on a fucking continental shelf. That's just gonna drop off like a fucking motherfucker. Man, how do people live here?
I don't know. I kind of want to go.
Can you see that?
Holy cow.
That is terrifying. Earth is scary.
Yeah.
Look, it's just like a big.
Oh
Never mind.
my God.
Wait a second, does this look like Florida to you?
Yes.
Can you see my mouse?
Yes, I can see
Okay,
it.
good. Just making sure. This is literally the United States right here in the ocean.
You're just in the ocean. Holy cow.
That's crazy.
Earth is crazy. Look at all of that water.
Yeah, it's a lot. This kind of looks like New York.
I was thinking it looked more like a shark. You can't see my mouth, but where you were just drawing this like outer part this way, yeah, that's the fin.
Yeah.
And then if you continue to go down the front part of it, that's like
oh yeah, down here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see it. Wow. And then there's just random block in the.
So
why are we fucking? So yeah, I definitely win that one.
You got 2 points.
Doesn't count anyways.
But
So
it doesn't count. So.
Oh, I just put points on my screen. 2 points. Can I see? I want to see Rainbow Mountain, Peru. Yeah, zoom in there. Oh, it's really close to Chile. Okay, is it over here or is it over here? That's trail parking.
Well, that's like that weird country that it said that it was.
Oh, it looks like it's right here.
This colorful mountain.
Oh, look at all this.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, look. Rainbow Mountain. Whoa, what the heck?
That's wild.
That's so cool. See, and then you see things like that, and it's like, okay, Earth is pretty cool.
Wow. What Basque? How do you say that?
What?
Can you pronounce
Basque de Pedras.
Does that mean feet? Feet? Foot Basque?
I don't know.
What does Basque mean? Can you Google that?
I'm Googling.
Thank you. Basque dip. I can't even fucking speak.
Pedras.
That's so fucking American. Pedras.
What even language is that? Stone forest.
Oh, stone forest. Wow.
And it's Spanish.
Yeah, I could have told you that. It's fucking Peru. I guess my next guess would have been like fucking Portuguese, but that's not Portugal. That's Peru. Wow, how about that? How do we stop sharing here? Well,
my friends are texting me. They're like, how the hell did you pick St. Peter's?
What?
In the bracket.
Oh.
I'm like.
Because I'm fucking G. That's how.
Because I know so much about basketball.
Yeah. You're a basketball wizard.
I know nothing about basketball.
No, neither do I.
It's probably
I literally just look at the teams. I go, that team looks like it could win.
It's probably the sport I know the least about.
Yeah. All right. Well, Sarah.
At Sarah Bayless, my personal Instagram with 3 A's. And then at You'll See It Eventually, at You'll See It Never, at You'll See It When I Text It to You. My eat of the week. Oh, I've had a lot of good things this week. Jess and I really cooked at home a lot this week instead of like going out.
Mhm.
I'm torn between two, but for the sake of St. Pat's, I'm gonna go with what we had tonight. So we had bangers and mashed potatoes, like banger sauce.
Bangers and mash?
Bangers and mash. Which was super good with Brussels sprouts.
Ooh.
Super good. But I gotta give shout outs to the honorable mentions because Jess and I really have cooked at home every single night this week.
Okay.
We had croque madame, which is like a breakfast food, but we did breakfast for dinner. And we made this like Dijon mustard like cream sauce, and it was so good. I also learned how to soft boil eggs this week, so I've been doing that.
Soft boil?
Yeah. So you put them in, so then when you cut it open, like the yolk is still kind of runny. And I don't usually like my fried eggs like that, but my like soft boiled eggs, I enjoy like that. And then we also made chicken enchiladas at home.
Ooh, wow.
So really a lot of good eats this week, but the bangers and mash really crushed tonight. It was really on theme and festive, so I'm gonna have to go with that.
Yeah, I like it. You can follow me on my photography Instagram at Sharky_photography, my regular Instagram at Secret Agent Sharky, and then my YouTube channel at Joe Sharky. My eat of the week, I'm also gonna do my main one and then some honorable mentions. I wish more than anything that I could have said I had corned beef and cabbage tonight. I didn't. That is one of my favorite things to have on St. Patrick's Day, and I just don't have the means to have corned beef down here right now. I could go buy some, but that's fucking, it's a trip. But at the brewery, they had a food truck, and it was Willie T's crab cakes. And I got a fish fillet sandwich, which was 2 pieces of salmon on a sub with garlic aioli. And it was so fucking good. I literally thought I had died and gone to heaven. It was absolutely amazing. I mean, like, I don't know that I've ever had a fish fillet sandwich before. Yeah. I just like eat fish, but like I've never had a fish fillet sandwich. It literally slapped in the face, just like fish came back to life, slapped me in the face, and was like, "I'm delicious, eat me."
It crushed.
Yeah, it crushed hard. Honorable mention though, the other day, Shannon made me dinner, and I have frozen chicken, and she made it. Now Shannon is vegetarian, so she doesn't eat chicken, so she doesn't really know when the chicken's good. She was just like going based on looks and the fact that it's not, pink. And she gave it to me, and I took a bite of that. Chicken and rice, by the way. I fucking took a bite of that chicken. Crushed. So for somebody who doesn't eat chicken, Shannon makes a bomb chicken.
Yeah.
Yeah, it absolutely slapped. I loved it. It was teriyaki chicken, and then with some white rice, and I took the teriyaki sauce and I fucking drizzled it on the white rice too. I was like, ooh, so good. I literally was like, hey, I called her back in here. I was like, can you make seconds for me? She made 2 pieces of chicken. I was like, can I have more, please?
Please.
Give more. It was so good. So that's my honorable mention. As for Dave, go ahead and follow him on Instagram at _David_. I don't know his Twitter. DShark101, I think it is.
And then you can follow him on Twitch at the Great White Sharky.
Yeah. Also, I started streaming the other night.
Oh, sick. Yeah,
I was streaming some video games. I got a whole 1 follower during that time I was streaming. So follow me on Twitch at JoeShark5796. Shout out myself. I don't see that going well. But anyways, for the podcast, you can follow us on Twitter at CSGPod. That is CSGPOD. Follow us on TikTok at the Shuffle Podcast. That's where we post our weekly clips, and that's it. That's where we post our weekly clips. We want to give a shout out to the people that saw the most recent clip. We had 17 likes on it out of the blue. And we got a new subscriber on YouTube. So it must be my assumption is it's from TikTok. So shout out TikTok.
Yeah.
Subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all at the Shuffle Podcast. Make sure you click that bell to get the notifications from we upload on YouTube. I don't think I have anything else. Sarah, do you?
Nope.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for listening. We'll talk to you guys next week with all three of us back. Maybe we'll do some brackets and some tier ratings and some cereal. Bye-bye, everybody. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy St. Patrick's Day.